Welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy VII, everybody. When we were last together, Cloud had finished telling his story about what happened to him and Sephiroth in Nibelheim. Now, while playing, we learned that Sephiroth was saw going east, so we're going to follow after him. Alright, now we have Ares and Red on the team right now. And Ares has the enemy skill materia. Which is good, because we're about to find some enemies that we can get the enemy skill off of. There are a couple I'm pretty sure we can get, and one I'm almost positive we won't be able to get. But I also figured out how to arrange our materia. There's this little button right here that says arrange. So of course I missed it the entire time. I also figured out what vitality and spirit are. They are how you resist physical and magical damage, respectively. Okay, so we are going to try to find the enemies that we need to learn our enemy skills from. Alright, bring it on. That does not look like them. These are Callan fangs. Pretty sure we fought these guys already. Level 10, 160 HP, and weak against fire. Well, Ares has materia magic, and I gave that to her for a reason. As you defeat more and more enemies, you'll earn new limit breaks, and I want her to learn her limit breaks quickly. Did you notice that? Did you see those little footprints in the grass? Well, those are going to be important in a little bit. And here we have the lurks. Your guess is as good as mine. Level 14, 200 hit points. We're going to smash one of them with bravery. Looking good to steal? Yeah, we don't know. Alright, Ares is close to leveling up, which is actually a problem for us, because we need her to stay level 12 to learn this next enemy skill. I'm not going to run into that barn just yet. Let's see if I can find our enemy first. Okay, what do we got here? Man, I used to be able to pronounce this. Mandragora. Right, Cloud, try stealing from one of them. Okay, level 10. 120 hit points. That's it. So we're going to blow them all away with materia magic. Or I thought we were going to blow them away with materia magic. Let's see how they feel about ice. guess they're just tough enemies that can take magical abuse well, but physical attacks, not so well. Last sand nut, okay. We're going to need those later too. Well, maybe not those exact nuts, but we will need nuts later. Alright, Ares is no longer level 12. And there's another last sand nut. Now, I needed her to be level 12 because the enemy we're looking for has a special attack that only hurts characters that are levels multiple of 4. So what we're going to do is jump into the farm and continue on with the game until we get Cloud to 16, because he's the next one. And here we have some of my favorite critters of all time, Chocobos. Those are called Chocobos, and I've heard it pronounced other ways as well. Wark! And we're going to wark right back. Wark. Receive the Chocobo materia. The Chocobo materia is our first summon materia. Now, who am I going to give it to? Just pick up a lot of these too. We'll switch out your ice for the Chocobo materia. It is a summon attack with the, well, even though it says wind element, when it does damage, it's actually non-elemental damage. And summons are powerful spells that do lots of damage to all the enemies, but they usually have very limited uses. So, we'll just have to leave the ice and poison materia alone for the time being. Because summon materias take a long time to level up, so I want to have them equipped as soon as possible. Thinking of crossing the marshes? Yeah, we are. It'll probably be safer for you to get a Chocobo. That way you can zip through the marshes with a Chocobo. It's the only way to avoid being attacked by the Midgar Zolom. Midgar Zolom. It's a serpent-like creature over 30 feet tall. It picks up on footsteps that enter the marshes. And then, BAM! It attacks. To avoid that, buy a Chocobo at the Chocobill and Chocobilly Chocobo Farm. To purchase a Chocobo, please talk to my grandson. Near the Chocobo stables at the far right end of the farm. Now, we don't technically have to get the Chocobo. Looking for an inn? You know what? Yeah, why not? Yeah, we'll give you 100. Thank you for your patronage. Now, we don't technically have to get a Chocobo to get through this next part of the area. We have options. We can try to outrun the Zolom, which is not easy on foot. We can try to fight it when it shows up, which is practically suicide at this point of the game. So we are going to go through the Chocobo nonsense. Do you want a Chocobo? Give me one. You old folks are out of luck. Old folks, we're all out of Chocobos. I'm taking care of these ones out there for someone else. You know, if you really want a Chocobo, you should go out and catch one. Want to know how to catch a Chocobo? Well, where are they? You see those claw prints out there? Wild Chocobos will appear in those areas. But if you don't have a Chocobo lure, they won't come out. They're very cautious animals by nature. Chocobo lure? Chocobo lure is a type of materia which attracts Chocobos. If you equip this, they'll come to you, but without it they won't appear. Want to know how to catch a Chocobo? Well, how do we catch one? Wild Chocobo always appears with other monsters, but you won't be able to catch it because of the monsters. That's why you must defeat the monsters first before you catch a Chocobo. And then, also, wild Chocobos are really cautious. They run away from the slightest things. But if you use greens, they'll focus on that and won't run away. What else? Whatever you do, don't make Chocobos angry. They're usually calm, but if you get them angry, you'll get hurt. Oh, and remember, once you get off a Chocobo, it'll escape. Alright, so we're done here. We gotta get a Chocobo lure. Well then, shall we get down to business? I'll sell you the Chocobo lure, 2,000 gil, right now. Okay, let's see if we even have enough money to buy it. Thanks. Hey, you don't have enough. Well, we're out of luck. Wasn't really expensive. Don't be mad at my brother or grandpa. Ever since Mom and Dad died, it's been like this. Well, I guess that means we are going to go back out to the field, earn some extra money. If this ends up taking too long, I will just skip it, and we will pick back up when things start happening. Okay, so since Cloud has leveled up to 16, and 16 is divisible by 4, we are going to switch the enemy skill to him. Drop Chocobo Mod, we'll give that to Ares, and hopefully we'll find the enemies real soon, and Cloud can learn their special attack. Alright, we are back at the farm, because now we have more than enough money to get the Chocobo lure. So let's go get it. And then I think we'll recover real quickly. Alright, Billy. Chocobo lure, 2,000 gil. Buy it now? Buy it. Thanks. Wouldn't hurt to buy some greens either. Oh. How fast a Chocobo will finish eating depends on what type of greens you feed them. Okay, now I don't quite remember how long each green lasts. So we're going to buy some of these less expensive ones down here. Let's go with like, yeah, I'll go with 2 of them for the time being. Now, eventually we're going to want to get some of these more expensive ones, but not just yet. Yep, let's get some rest. Thank you for your patronage. Okay, so we got, of course, equip Chocobo lore. I think we're going to give that to Aries. Maybe not. Maybe we'll give it to somebody else. Because I want her to keep the Chocobo, the Chocobo Mog summon on, so that way it can keep building up experience. Alright, let's go Chocobo hunting. Now, we're not guaranteed just yet to automatically get a Chocobo when we go straight into battle. The Chocobo lore, depending on its level, will determine that. But that music means we found a Chocobo. There he is. Now Aries is going to throw... Where is it? There we go. Cloud, if you'd be so kind as kill the Mandragora as quick as you can. This is a level 13 Chocobo with 130 HP. Right now, what level it is doesn't matter, but later it will. It's in the back row. I should have been hitting it with magic. Well, Chocobo got scared and ran away. So we're going to have to hang around a little longer and see if we can catch another Chocobo. Also really hoping we run into the next group of enemies to learn our enemy skill from. Okay, so once again, we're going to throw the greens at the Chocobo. And we are going to try to put down these enemies as quickly as we can. Red, no! Well, that happens sometimes. Though that does sadly mean we're out of greens, so we can't catch Chocobo. So, I'm going to go back into the farm, rest up a little bit, and we're going to keep trying this. I'm going to cut this footage out because I don't want to bore you guys with me running around trying to hunt down Chocobo. Oh, there they are. That's the enemy we've been waiting for. These moves in the back row. So what we'll do is we'll take out this bird. Level 12, 210 HP, B2 MP. going to kill the bird. We'll leave one new alive. And we'll wait for the Moo that's alive to hit us with the attack. Now, it may be a little while before he actually uses it on us. We want to be careful because it's actually a pretty powerful attack. But it should only affect Cloud, because Cloud is the only one that's a multiple of 4. But I also want to be careful that I don't kill it. So Cloud and Red are not going to bother attacking, and Ares is going to whittle away at its health a little bit. Maybe try to encourage it to use the attack on us. You know what? I don't think Ares is going to take another shot at it. Because if Ares criticals, she will probably kill it. There we go. That's the level 4 suicide skill. That will do immense damage and a status effect to any character, even enemies, that are levels divisible by 4. And that status effect is mini. Now Cloud is small size. He does a lot less damage. But the enemy is dead, and thank God, you don't have to do that again. There we go, level 4 suicide. And it's important that we got level 4 suicide because we needed to get the next enemy skill that we can get around here. So what I'm actually going to do is save, because we just accomplished something noteworthy. And we'll save up here in our first slot. And I'm going to head back to the farm, recover, and we can start working on getting the Chocobo and our next enemy skill. Alright, we are back on the hunt for Chocobos, because Chocobo is the next enemy that we can learn an enemy skill from. But first we gotta get it to stick around. And we have to make sure it's a multiple of level 4. Alright, we are good. So, what we are going to do is throw another green at it, so we can get it to stick around longer. And one of these greens we're going to throw at it is a mimic green. Mimic greens are the most expensive greens that you can buy at the Chocobo farm. That type of green will encourage it to stick around and use its attack we need it to use. But to do that, we have to cast level 4 suicide. And it worked. It's going to use a Chocobo skill on Ares. That is a special attack that actually gets more powerful the more fights we run away from. Now we are going to put down these elephant monsters. We are going to save the game, because just like when we learned level 4 suicide, we don't want to end up doing something stupid and losing it. But we still have to catch a Chocobo, because we need the Chocobo to get past the Midgar Zolom. So I'm just going to quickly grab some more Chocobo greens, and then we'll get back to it. Alright, good. Heaven help us, this will be the last Chocobo battle that we have to go into. And we're going to throw some greens at him to keep him around. And we're going to try to kill these enemies as fast as we can. In fact, that should do it. Didn't do it. Oh, it did do it. Thank God. And we caught a Chocobo. How to ride a Chocobo. Press the cancel button to get off. Chocobos will escape whenever a player dismounts. Now we can ride around in Chocobo. We will not run into any random encounters, and we're a bit faster than we would normally be. Now, this is a regular old Chocobo, so it can only run around on the grass. It can't run into the ocean, it can't run over mountains, but later we can find Chocobos that can do that. But the reason we grab this Chocobo is to go over here to this swamp. You see that shadow moving around? That's the Midgar Zolom. If we tried to cross on foot, that thing would come chasing after us. And it would catch us pretty easy. But if we got a Chocobo, we can get by it much more quickly. And this is where we want to be. Now we can't take the Chocobo into the cave, so we're going to let it go. Come on, Chocobo. So let us head towards the cave, and you can see what happened. Did Sephiroth do this? It's a power that we should respect. Our enemy is someone that could do this? Yeah, and that's the dead Midgar Zolom. Now, before we go deeper into the cave, we're going to save our game. I'm going to actually show you Midgar Zolom. Come here, you. This is, frankly, suicidal. So there you go. This thing is very strong at this point in the game. Level 26, 4,000 hit points, 348 MP. And it's about to attack. And it did, what, 400 plus damage? Now, there isn't really any reason to fight this thing. It doesn't give very good experience or money or AP, but it does teach you the enemy skill Delta. We are in no position to even try learning the enemy skill Delta. all red. I don't think we did as much as 1,000 damage yet. Now, it is possible if you're real careful, you play a bunch of tricks, and use your items carefully, you can defeat this thing and get the Delta skill. But at this point, we're just not strong enough to pull it off. So, at the very least, this is what the game over screen looks like. And when we are together next time, we will continue on with the rest of the game. I don't know how long I've been going at this point, but I thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.